Motor coaches and buses have been receiving more attention than ever. Passenger vehicle inspections and investigations are on the rise all over the nation and in Oregon. Recently, the U.S. Congress has tasked the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration and the states to take even more aggressive steps to ensure passenger carriers are safer than ever. These new initiatives are based on deadly, high-profile crashes throughout the U.S. Eliminating these kind of crashes is the goal. The Oregon Department of Transportation Motor Carrier Transportation Division is taking a three-pronged approach to meeting these goals. First, we are visiting Oregon-based passenger carriers and working with them to get all their passenger commercial motor vehicles inspected and to review the qualifications of the drivers. Second, we are working with Oregon's top destination and tourist attractions that buses and motor coaches frequent to inspect the buses after the passengers have offloaded. And third, we are inspecting the buses and motor coaches en route. Motor coaches and buses that meet the definition of a commercial motor vehicle and are subject to inspection are required to pull in to our major ports of entry and scales if the bus inspection signs are out. If you're a driver, be on the lookout for these signs when you are nearing a scale, particularly on I-5. Once you've been selected, the inspection procedure will be based on the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Regulations and also uses the CVSA out-of-service criteria. This video will give a brief demonstration of the inspection process. This is just a broad familiarization with the process and is not meant to be a detailed or comprehensive representation. The video is also not intended to be used as a training guide for motor coach inspectors.
All right, sir, you've been selected for a level 1 motor coach inspection today. That's going to be a full inspection of you and your paperwork and the entire motor coach, walk around and underneath. Let's start with some of your required paperwork. First, I'll need to see your CDL and your medical card, please. Okay. And your logbook. Okay. And then the registration for the coach and proof of insurance.
In addition, the inspector may also ask for your trip packet, charter order, itinerary, and lease agreement. Logbooks are strictly enforced in Oregon. Make sure yours will pass.
Everything looks to be in order here. If you want to get back to the controls of the coach, we'll go ahead and start with the lights. Okay, sir, go ahead and turn the key to the on position and turn all your lights on, please. Okay, high beams. Great. Back down. Left turn. Right turn. Okay, that's good. Four-way flashers, your hazards. Those are good too. Go ahead and turn the flashers off. Tap your brake. Release. Go ahead and turn all your lights off and tap the brake again, please. Release. Thank you. Okay, Gary, go ahead and let me hear the horn. And let's check the wipers, please.
We'll have the driver open the luggage compartments on the coach so that we can check for any loose rivets or problems with the frame. Next, we'll check the battery compartment. What we'll be looking for is corrosion on the battery posts or loose connections. Next, we'll look at the fuel filler cap. We want to make sure that it's there and that it's tight and that there's no signs of leakage. When checking the spare tire in the bumper, we want to ensure that the tire is not coming in contact with any moving parts. If the bumper is secure, the spare tire is considered secured.
Okay, Gary, go ahead and rock the steering wheel back and forth. Make all the parts move. That's good, thank you.
Passenger vehicles cannot be operated with regrooved, recapped, or retreaded tires on the steer axle. We'll also check for proper inflation. In addition to an audible or visual air leak, a tire is also considered flat if the air pressure is less than half of the rated cold pressure on the tire. We'll also look for serious cuts, bulges, tread wear, and check the major tread groove depths. When we inspect the wheels and the rims, we'll be looking for cracks, any broken or missing lugs, studs, or anything else that might indicate a problem. We'll also look for any potential signs of overheated brakes or leaking hub seals. When checking the engine compartment, we'll be looking for any fluid leaks, particularly those around the alternator, any belt damage, and also checking the engine cradle condition. We'll check for any wiring problems, and we'll also look at the exhaust systems. Gasoline-powered passenger vehicles must discharge at or within 6 inches of the rearmost part of the passenger vehicle. Diesel-powered passenger vehicles must discharge either at or within 15 inches of the rearmost part of the passenger vehicle or to the rear of all doors and windows designed to be opened except emergency window exits. When inspecting the passenger area of the motor vehicle, we'll be looking to make sure that all of the appropriate signs and placards are present. We'll also look for any emergency equipment that's required, including fire extinguisher and emergency triangles. All of the seats and television monitors must be properly secured. We'll be looking for any holes in the floor or any wires that could be charring or chafing. The number and type of emergency exits will be based on the year of manufacture and the number of passengers that the coach is designed to carry. The emergency exits need to work and they need to be properly signed. The underside of the motor coach can be looked at using bus ramps, a pit, or in this case, lifts. The front suspension will be checked. We'll be looking for any misaligned, shifted, or cracked springs, any axle positioning parts that are broken, loose, or missing. The front brakes will be checked. We'll be looking for functioning brakes that are not loose, contaminated, or have any cracked or missing parts. The rear of the coach will be very similar, checking to make sure that there are no overheated brakes or any wheel seal leaks. Hydraulic, air, disc, or DD3 style brake systems are all commonly found on motor coaches. Refer to the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Regulations, and particularly Appendix G, for more specific information on each type.
Looks like your seatbelt's working okay, so you can undo that. Next, we're going to check the low air warning. Turn the key to the on position. Looks like you have about 100 pounds of air pressure. Go ahead and push and release the brake pedal until the low air warning light comes on, please.
The low air pressure warning must activate at a minimum of 55 psi or half of the compressor governor cutout pressure, whichever is less. If any violations are found, the North American Standard out of service criteria will be checked to see if either the driver or vehicle should be placed out of service. If the vehicle passes, a CVSA decal will be applied.